to good friends, the ones we hold dear, the ones who will tell us what we need to hear, the ones who love us, right or wrong, and to all those good friends who give you this song.
Well, hello, good friends, and welcome back to The Last Walk, Remember When, with your host, Ron Baumbach. And we're going back in time to the fun times, the Christmas days of your life. So sit back, get off that easy chair, walk over to your fridge, open it up, take out a cool, refreshing carton of Borden's eggnog, pour it into a tall glass, make it so it's good and smooth. Open up your cupboard, look for that Praxis candy cane, unwrap it, sit back in your easy chair, turn on your lava lamp, close your eyes. The Last Walk is back.
Life is too short, we get only one turn. With luck we find beauty, but we sometimes get burned. But if you've had a true friend, or perhaps love, you've experienced a piece of heaven above.
Hello, I am Julie, and I'm going to be recorded on the radio show. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking over pizza on Christmas Eve.
Grandkids say the most endearing things, don't they? And they have their most silliest songs. They also have great memories that they're making, and it's fun to be part of them. And it's fun to share your memories with them as well. We went back in time, talked to a few of our grandchildren, talked about their memories of the past, and shared some of ours. Enjoy a ride from the past to the present and to the future. And now we're with some of our grandchildren. We're going to talk about Christmas days from the past and their memories. While they're not that long, they're really endearing. So Julia, what's your favorite memory of Christmas?
My favorite memory of Christmas is when I opened up my presents.
But what was your first memory of Christmas? You remember going back when you were a little baby, and when you woke up on Christmas morning, what the feeling was like?
I don't remember that.
You have no memory of that?
No, remember when I was tiny baby.
You only remember when you were 8 years old?
No.
Not 7, 6,
I remember
5.
when I was 7.
Remember seeing Santa Claus come to your home?
I remember throwing on him.
What? Remember when Santa Claus came to your home, Julia?
I know he probably did, but I don't remember seeing.
You don't remember seeing him?
But I know
we have
he came
videos and pictures of Santa Claus coming to your home and you sitting on his lap.
Okay, so now can I sing a little song?
Now, what was your favorite toy you got for Christmas?
I got my own iPad.
That's your favorite toy all time?
Yes.
Or any toy you asked Santa to get and you didn't get?
I was expecting my own TV, but that didn't come.
It didn't. You never got a TV?
My own TV. I'm also waiting for a computer.
You asked for a computer and a TV, and Santa did not deliver.
But I got an iPad once.
You got an iPad? Did you ask for the iPad?
Yes.
The computer and the TV. What else have you still waiting to get on the list?
My own electric guitar.
So there's 4 things. Are they on your list this year to
Yes.
get? They're on this year's list. So Santa, if you're listening, you're past due, overdue. Julie has repeatedly asked for Computer 1.
On TV, a flat
TV,
screen.
a flat screen TV. 2.
And electric guitar.
Electric guitar. And those are things that she's hoping to get, Santa. So please.
And I also want my own iPad because I've been sharing with my brother.
You share with your brother.
That's why I don't like it. That's why I need my own iPad.
Oh, I've been so lucky and I've been so blessed. spite of my failings, I've found success. For I've known love, and I've known good times, and I have known friendship, and written some rhymes.
And now we're going to talk to Luke. So, Luke, thinking back in your great memory, you have a memory that's incredible, Luke. What is your favorite toy you ever received for Christmas?
I think it was my karaoke machine I got from my Grammy, but it was still on Christmas.
A karaoke machine. And do you still have it?
Yep.
Do you still play with it?
Yep. The last time I played with it was like the beginning of this month or the end of last month.
So that's one of your all-time favorite gifts at Grammy
Not my
Day.
all-time, but I can't think of any more. But I like that one by now.
You like that one very much. What do you want this year from Santa Claus?
I was wanting my own iPad, and the iPad I have now, it could use for my whole family. I could get my own, and my sister could get her own.
So you want your own iPad to do your own videos, do
Yep.
your own pictures,
Yep.
make your own music,
Yep.
listen to music,
Yep.
send emails,
Yep.
and just go crazy.
Yep.
Right. And what is your best memory of Christmas, Luke? What do you like to do most on Christmas?
I love opening presents. I love seeing what I get every time. And I once got a piano and it just didn't work.
When do you normally open your presents?
In the morning. Last time on Christmas, I just woke up and I just ran to my mom and dad. I was like, wake up, it's Christmas, let's go.
Who's the
Let's
first one
open
who wakes
presents."
up on Christmas morning?
I don't know. I think it was me.
You. And you go downstairs, open the presents?
And then my parents, then my sister. Julia, who you just heard maybe.
Do you have to wait to go open the presents, or are you allowed to go downstairs by yourself?
I need to wait. It's
You have to
boy.
wait
We have
until
to wait.
Mom and Dad wake up and
Yeah,
Julia wakes up?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know the presents are there.
I opened at like 7.
You know they're there, but you can't open them.
Because I have to wait for my mom and dad to
So
insist on the car.
what's your message to Mom and Dad when they hear this on the radio? What are you going to ask them to do early in the morning on Christmas morning? What's your message to Mom and Dad?
Can I open my presents now?
Or can they wake up earlier, right?
Yeah, can you wake up earlier than me and then so I could just go down the stairs, flip, flop, flop,
Yeah.
and then open presents?
Do you have memories of sitting on Santa Claus's lap?
I once did at my old house. What do you mean? I have new. Oh, oops, I'm sorry. But I don't. Someone told me I did, but I don't remember sitting on the lap. But I remember seeing him. I saw him before.
We have pictures of him and you together.
But I never saw him when I was in bed. I never saw him put Christmas presents on my house. But I saw him before.
When I was a little boy, I remember Santa Claus came to our house, and I would always hear the bell ringing, Luke. The bell, ding, 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 ding. I would run out of my bed, run down the stairs, and Uncle Dick, or my oldest brother, would always say, "You just missed him. He just ran out the door." And I said, "Oh, again, I missed him." But sometimes, if I was lucky, I would get up really quick and run downstairs, and I saw this big man in a red suit standing by our Christmas tree.
And
he
that
always
is?
he always put one bulb on the tree, and then he had presents in a big sack, and I couldn't understand how he got so many presents in the sack. And the more he took presents out, the more the sack was still large. And I watched him on the top of the steps. I would stand up there. He never knew I was watching him. And I creeped down, and I saw Santa Claus standing by our tree when I was a little boy. I think I was 6 or 7 or 8 years old. And
my
one
age.
by one, he would pull the gifts out of his sack and lay them around the tree. It was so wonderful. You know what
And
I
his
would do
name's
then?
Santa Claus.
It was Santa. And then I go upstairs. I never wanted my mommy and daddy to know, or Uncle Dick, Uncle Jerry, or Aunt Debbie was still sleeping. She was younger. And I would go to bed and say, "I saw Santa Claus." And then my daddy would wake up and my mommy would wake up and they would say, "Oh, it's time to go see Santa, see Santa." We run downstairs and the presents were all there. And everyone said, "Oh, we missed Santa again." And I said to myself, "Not really. I saw Santa bringing gifts to our house." So,
that's
Luke,
cool.
someday, maybe this
Did he
year.
see you? Did he
I don't
see
think
you guys?
he saw me because they always said if he sees you, he may not come back. And I was worried he would see me. So I made sure I snuck up on top of the steps. But sometimes if your parents let you, then he's allowed to see you. So then I sat on his lap sometimes, we come down. But this one year, Uncle Dick kept saying, I missed him. I wanted so much to see him. So I did see him, but Santa didn't know I saw him. The next year, though, they told me to come downstairs, and he was there waiting for me. And I sat on his lap, and I told him what I wanted. I wanted a robot, a little robot, Roger the robot. And guess what?
I may want that for Christmas.
Robert the robot. I still have that robot.
Where is it? And I look like
Someday, Luke, maybe you'll get that robot.
I hope. Where is it?
It's in the basement. We'll get it.
I thought it was
as
in
soon
a
as the
place
show's
for you.
over, I'll go get it for you and make Grandma's Day. All right, everybody. We'll come back in a second with more memories from Luke and Christmas.
Bye. See you later. Bye.
Here's to good friends, the ones we hold dear, the ones who will tell us what we need to hear, the ones who love us, right or wrong, and to all those good friends who give you this song.
It gives me great pleasure now to introduce a kid from the block. And I mean the block where I grew up on, Houston Avenue in Williston Park, Long Island, New York. I'm thrilled to have Jim McIntyre on our show today, talking about memories of Christmas Eve and Christmas morning from way back when. So we had Luke and Julia, the recent past. Now we go way back in time with the past from our past. Jim, thanks so much for joining our show, and please share with us some of the memories you have from growing up way back in the 50s and 60s.
Well, it was always a very exciting time of year, and I shared a bedroom with my brother Bill, and my sister was down the hall, my sister Susie, and Christmas Eve also happened to be my grandmother's birthday. So my grandmother and my aunt on my mother's side used to come over, and we'd celebrate Christmas Eve with my family, and my grandmother, who we called Nana, we'd celebrate her birthday. So that was always a very nice special. And then we had Santa Claus to look forward to the next day. Well, as all of you know, Christmas Eve is a very difficult night for children to fall asleep. Oh my God, when I think about it. My father would yell upstairs to me and my brother, "Okay, boys, get to sleep."
Those are the days.
Those were the days, get to sleep. And I think we used to go to sleep when we were about 6 years old, about 7:30. We used to go to bed very early. Although Christmas Eve, we couldn't wait to go to bed because we figured the sooner we went to bed, the faster Christmas morning would come. So we slept and we looked out the window every once in a while to see if we could see Santa and his sled. And unfortunately, it always seemed to be cloudy that night, so we never saw him. And we didn't hear any pitter-patter on the roof. Well, come Christmas morning, my father, of course, my brother and I and my sister would wake up super early. And my parents, Bob and Arlene, would have been up very late Christmas Eve night, celebrating my grandmother's birthday. So, of course, we would say at 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, "Can we go downstairs now?" And, of course, my father would say, "Well, let me go downstairs first to see if Santa came. And I'll put the Christmas tree lights on so you can see all your presents." So my father would go downstairs first. And he would say, "Okay, Santa was here." So we'd rush down the stairs, and we all had our own pile of toys. And everything was wrapped so nicely and very exciting. And, of course, I was the animal in the family. I would just rip apart the paper very quickly just to see what I got.
I can't believe you would be that way, Jim.
My brother was very, very slow. He savored every moment. Although, as all you children out there know, one year the first package I opened was a pair of underwear and socks. I was not too